Hi, this was also from Killerton. I haven't really been anywhere else this week to take any more interesting photos, so I just have to use these. Anyway, that's the family crest. I'm going to waffle on about chess. So part 2 of The Wasteland Game of Chess. The title is taken from a play by Thomas Middleton, which had a short-lived run due to being a political satire of the English-Spanish diplomacy under King James I of England and the failed marriage negotiation of Maria Ana of Spain. So as a possible connection, I was thinking, in some versions of the story, Morgause is called Anna. She's Arthur's sister or half-sister, depending on which version, which could correlate back to Egyptian mythology, because the mistranslation between the word for sister and wife. Possibly. Also, Anna, Hannah, the mother of Mary. With chess, there's an association with Alice in Through the Looking Glass, Alice's journey from pawn to queen, with perhaps the duality of black and white, which is depicted as red and white, alluding to shadow work and or the two cities, the red crown of Dashret and white crown Hedjet. Alice replaces Lily, who is said to be too young to play, and there's an association with the idea of looking glass and through a glass darkly, and Mary and virgin symbolism, possibly the link to where the glass held up by standards wrought with fruited vines. In hieroglyphics, the game piece is something like jib, I don't know, which means dancer, and there's several biblical references. Then the virgin will rejoice in the dance, and the young men and the old together, for I will turn their mourning into joy and will comfort them and give them joy in this for their sorrow. David was also a bit of a dancer, and in Jeremiah 31.4 again, I will build you and you will be rebuilt, O Virgin of Israel. Again you will take up your tambourines and go forth to the dances of the merrymakers. That's making me think of a lot of the dancers in Cornwall. They still do the Morris dancing. I was also thinking the Spanish connection made me think of Francis Drake, but I have nothing specific yet. Chess originated in India, apparently, and originally contained infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariots, which correlate with pawns, knights, bishops, and rooks. Now, in a book that I have read recently, Eliot referred to himself as an elephant. I'll have to find that link to know what he was on about. The game was brought to the UK by the Vikings. It used to be like war simulation before it became the game we know. And there's 64 squares, obviously black and white, I've said that. The number may be relevant. It corresponds with, according to Google, Abel Keramim Plain of the Vineyards, which might link back to that imagery Eliot's talking about. The symbol of the chessboard with the word checkmate underneath can be found on the entrance door to Watu, Western Approach's tactical unit. It's a relic from the destroyer ship HMS Tactician. The Liverpool office of Watu was established in 1942 to develop new tactics through war games against German submarine attacks on transatlantic shipping convoys. Bizarrely, although it was established in 1942, Wikipedia tells me the office moved from Plymouth in 1941. I'll continue overleaf.